Hello, this is PalicoPadge, and welcome to an episode of Talking and Trucking, where I basically just throw on a bit of background video, which is generally American Truck Simulator, and then just talk away, let you know what's going on, both personally and as far as the channel's concerned, and just fill you in on anything which I think might be of interest or you need to know. I do like to start these episodes by saying this is the first time I've done this, and this being X on either Euro Truck Simulator or American Truck Simulator. But as it stands, as you can probably tell in my voice, I am as sick as a dog at the moment, and I am really struggling to be able to record stuff to the quality I like to record it to. And because of that, I haven't actually recorded the footage you're hopefully currently seeing at the moment. So it's a case of this is the first time I've done the voiceover part before recording the footage. And that's the first. I suppose, you know, if we want to take cheap shots, it's the first time I've recorded American Truck Simulator in 2019. So there you go. 2 for 1 there for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I was, if you've seen my Christmas video, going to do a big video just explaining the origins of Jacob, my son, and basically go into that. I feel like I've jumped a little bit forward there. So we'll jump back a second. And I suppose I say start, we're what, a minute and a half into the video now. I should say about now, Happy New Year, guys. I hope you had a good Christmas. Hope you had a good one all in all. I have been ill since New Year's Eve. The nose started to run, the voice started to get a bit croaky, and up until, this is going to go out on the Sunday, so on the Wednesday of this week, I felt like I was getting better, and then it just all hit me like a ton of bricks on the Thursday. I woke up baking hot, in sweat, and then I went really cold. I had the day off. I was like feverish. It wasn't good at all. And well, this is how I am at the moment. I'm recording this on the Friday, and as you can tell, my voice isn't quite there, and I'm generally feeling pretty grotty. So I think it's safe to say at this point we're now, well, it'll be 11, 12, 13 days in to the new year, and I have not had a well day yet. So hey ho, I guess that's how it goes. I hear when you have children, you're forever ill because they're always bringing stuff back. But as irony would have it, Jacob's all right. It's me who's ill. Even my partner is fine. It's just me. Sick as a dog. Good times. So, yes, as far as Christmas is concerned, I had a fantastic one. First Daddy Christmas, if you didn't know. I have had about 80, 90 new subscribers since I said this. And welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this, whatever this is. And well, yes, I'm a dad. It was a bit of a surprise to the point where we actually only had 6 hours notice without even knowing my partner was pregnant. Now, I was going to break this all down into a nice story video where I was on video camera with my son. I'd tell the story, but I figured you guys don't want to see my crusty nose and my red eyes. You know, we'll save it. But as it stands, I am actually making a special video for his first birthday because I figure being 1 year old, he's only really going to be interested in opening the presents and the wrapping paper and all that. So I'd make a commemorative video just explaining what happened and the whole story behind it. So that is something which I'm going to upload to the channel around his birthday, so around the end of April. So I'm not going to go into it here because, well, we've got better things to be talking about right now. But yes, Christmas itself was absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed it. It's fair to say, though, as a first Christmas as a dad, the whole Christmas Day and Boxing Day was much like any other Christmas Day or Boxing Day, where it all feels like a bit of an anticlimax. You have this massive build up to the day throughout Christmas, throughout December, and even a little bit of November. We might have snuck in a little bit in October too, because a lot of Christmas lights in shops and stuff get brought out, and my son's absolutely enamored with any lighting whatsoever. So he's obviously my son. I work in a electrical wholesale, so I deal with lights all the time. So that way I know he's my son. My partner's definitely not cheated on me because he's definitely mine. He's my spawn. That's for sure. That's for sure. And yeah, I really enjoyed the build-up because we were taking him to different towns and looking at the lights around the different city centres, and we went to certain places where they had Christmas trees and whatnot, and that was really magical. I live in the city, and at the cathedral they have a Christmas tree fair, and there was about 30 or 40 Christmas trees all decorated differently. We actually went on that on 2 different days, and he loved it both days. So I really enjoyed that bit. But when it got to Christmas Day, yes, we were opening the presents, but other than that, it wasn't really exciting. But I figure as he gets older, he's obviously going to be more excited for the presents he's going to be getting and what he gets. So that'll follow through, and then we'll just have Mania up until like the 27th or 28th of December, whereas right now it's sort of ended as far as I'm concerned around Christmas Day. But that's fine. It was a long build up. It was a fun build up, and well, it is what it is, isn't it? It went as smoothly as it could have. So very happy with that. At this point, I am going to put up a couple of pictures of my son over the Christmas period, as true parents do. We went out of our way to embarrass him as much as possible for when he's older. You need the pictures to show his prospective girlfriends, bring out at weddings and family gatherings, just make him blush. So we've got a good picture of him in a elf costume and a good picture of him dressed as a shepherd. So I'll probably throw those up about now so you can have a quick look. And also for people who have been following what's going on in my life, you can just have a bit of a catch up and see how big he's getting. He's massive. He's got his new thing where he likes to jump. He really likes to jump, which is fine. But what he doesn't understand is after a while, Daddy's arms get achy and he has to stop. But no, he cries manically. He likes to jump. He's walking around aided at the moment. We hold his arms and he's getting around the place, which is super duper. And he's crawling around like a little army trooper, so that's all good. And yeah, everything's all right on that side of things. Obviously, it does mean that I don't get a lot of time to myself these days, and that's why videos have been taken down to once every other day, or even sometimes 3 or 4 days. But I'll go into that a little bit later into the video. So basically, all I wanted to really say in this video, although I've been jibber-jabbering for almost 7 minutes now, is what you're going to be able to expect from me for this year. So as it stands at the moment, we're going through Rimworld. It's taken a little bit of a turn for the worse. I'll be the first to admit that. We've lost all the original party members. The colony is still a-rocking. At this point right now, we've got 2 colonists, and they are like chalk and cheese, but they seem to be getting along. The atypical odd couple. They're getting stuff done for the good of the colony. I'm hoping to introduce some more people, but as it stands, I have ended what I've currently recorded on a bit of a cliffhanger, and I honestly don't know how it's going to pan out, which I believe is going to be the next episode, which you'll see on Monday. So that could be pretty good. That could go great. It could go badly. You never know with Rimworld. I guess we'll see soon enough. So yes, we'll be continuing with that, and then we'll be putting Rimworld on the back burner for a while. I will probably revisit it at some point with some mods, and when I've got more time to sort of dedicate to it. My problem is at the moment, so I only play Rimworld when I record. I haven't really played a lot of version 1.0. I'm basically going on prior knowledge, and as I'm sure you're aware, especially if you've got the game, it has changed so much in each update that Tynan has issued. It's a case of just being able to keep up with what's going on and learning the new little strange ways that things happen every time you play it. And when you're doing it off the cuff, sometimes it makes for interesting viewing. Sometimes it means that your episode only lasts one. Well, the series only lasts one episode, like the first couple of episodes where we die very, very quickly. But hey, it's a learning experience, and it's all about the story. That's what we like on this channel. It's all about the story. We're not here to be, no scope 360ing every game. We're just playing the game as it is. We are the average gamer, with the added benefit of being able to show you all my failures live, or at least pre-recorded, to the point where it's raw. This is it. This is what happens. This is the game. There's no hiding it. There's no sprinkling glitter on it. This is it. This is what happens. But anyway, I digress. As far as other games that are coming, we'll be looking at the Curious Expedition again. I believe recently there has been a Russian language update, and a new character, which I believe is Rasputin, has been introduced as the normal characters to be able to be played. So I'm interested to take him through and see how far we can get with him. Not sure whether I'll be doing it on normal or hard mode at the moment. It all depends on what his traits are and how it all pans out. But I've also been made aware that there are quite a few more mods available for the Curious Expedition. So I'll probably have a good rake through those and see what's going on with those. And if any of them are worth playing, I'll give them a punt. As far as one which I just caught a glimpse of, there's the Monster Pack. I don't know if that means there's monsters on the world, or you get to play as monsters, but they look pretty well designed, so I'm pretty interested in that. And there are a fair few other characters we can play with. The only disappointment I've got with that is, I don't know if this is true for anyone else, and please feel free to say something if you've seen it already, but on my particular playthroughs, when I play a mod, my congratulations screen doesn't load. It just freezes the game. So I don't know if that's a certain mod I've got open which has done that, but it's been a bit iffy for a while. I don't know if I need to reinstall the game and start afresh. I'm hoping I don't lose any of my achievements, but I guess that's something I might just have to take on the chin. It's all documented. You know, there's over 175 episodes now. It's all there. If you want to see me do something, there's a good chance I've already done it. So I'm not too fussed by that. Guess we'll see what happens as far as that's concerned. But yes, the Curious Expedition will be coming around. Also, along with more Padge Plays videos. Now, as you've probably seen, the Padge Plays videos have been segmented into 4 different categories. We have YOLO, we have Indie, we have Retro, and now we have Replay. I will still continue to do those. My plan is, because I know Rimworld and Curious Expedition pretty darn well, and to a certain extent Project Zomboid, at least to the point where I can get a fair few episodes out and record them in chunks, I am planning on building up a buffer whilst recording these episodes, and with that buffer created for say 1 or 2 weeks, it then frees me up more time to be able to explore new and different games to bring to the channel, which I'll sort of intersperse in between, be it on the weekend or in between odd days, just to give you something different to look at. So don't please think that just because I'm doing Rimworld, that's all you're going to get until I start the Curious Expedition, and that's all you're going to get. I am working on stuff in the background, but due to my circumstances, it's taken me a lot longer to get stuff done. And the way I figure is, as long as you guys have got something to watch every 2 or 3 days, I'm happy, because it means I'm still being constant. And I'm not just doing things, you know, once every week or something. If I knew YouTube wasn't such a fickle place, then I would probably scrap Let's Plays and focus more on Padge Plays and more of my edited videos, like my Halloween special, because I really enjoy doing those, but they just take a lot of work, and if I don't keep up constant uploads, YouTube will just drop any sort of analytic, what's the word I'm looking for, analytic advantage I have to having my videos being shared about. So it's a case of putting out the constants and then putting the specials in between. But that's not knocking Curious Expedition or Rimworld. It's just I find those very easy to record and render. So minimum, it takes minimum effort, which it sounds bad on my behalf, but as I said, with the limited time I have, it is good for me. Now, I did mention back when Jacob was born that I would be working on a series based on the game Cleaner Heights, which is like a cross between Stardew Valley and Twin Peaks, which I find really, really interesting. I haven't got up to recording it as of this point right now, when I'm recording this, but it is something where I am planning on being able to record the footage, and then because like Stardew Valley, there's a lot of menial work and repetitive stuff, which is boring to watch on an episode to episode basis. I am looking at doing like a highlights video where the more interesting stuff which happens I'm going to be putting in, but because of that, that's probably going to mean that I will be needing to record, say, sort of 2, 3, 4 hours of footage and then making it into a 10-15 minute video with all the interesting bits in, probably with a little bit of voiceover at times as well, because I can't always guarantee I'll be able to do the commentary as I record due to background noise and babies and partners and whatnot, but that is something which you'll see pop up every so often. So I'm looking forward to doing that. The other thing which I want to start again, and this is really because I've been encouraged by the developer, is another playthrough of my Sleepy Sunday Let's Play with the game The Away Team. Now, this has had a big update. I've been looking into it, and it's a bit of like a choose-your-own-adventure game where there's quite a bit of reading and you get to choose different characters, but I didn't really sort of have a look at the modded scene, and supposedly there are a hell of a lot more character mods out there, which I think would be pretty interesting to introduce to the story. And the fact that they have introduced a whole lot more of the different scenarios you can come up against, I think will just make a second playthrough a viable playthrough. It's not going to be all the same as what you've seen before. So I figured that's probably worth a punt as well. And that's the sort of thing, as I said, which I'll probably throw out on a Sunday. So I'll look out for that in the next 2 weeks, I'd say, just to give me a bit of a buffer, just so I don't disappoint you guys completely. Within 2 weeks, you'll have something on the Sunday as well. The way I'd like to do it from now on is to give you my series videos on a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday, and then give you something on a Sunday, which will probably be the Sleepy Sunday Let's Play initially, probably a little bit of Gleaner Heights, and then the Padge plays will be interspersed in between. So every so often you'll get a random episode on a Thursday or a Tuesday or even a Saturday, depending on how my private life is and when I can upload. But I just want to say to you guys, I know I haven't been the most consistent over the past 8.5 months because of, again, circumstances. I don't want to keep saying that, but it's very easy just to see or look at my channel and go, oh, well, I used to upload all the time and I only uploads 2 or 3 times a week. What's going on there? It's very easy to just see that and not see or understand the reasoning behind it. So it's not a case that I don't want to give you more. It's just I can't give you more at the moment. At least not until Jacob starts sleeping better throughout the night. He's getting better, but we're not quite there at the moment. And it's basically just me saying I'm not going anywhere. So please just hold on, be patient. If you want to see games showcased on the channel, or you want to see games I've played before re-showcased on the channel, just say. I'm very open to the suggestion. If you want to see something which I've done in the Padge plays before, replayed, or there's a new mod for a game which I've covered before which you'd like to see done, or you've heard about, I'm very happy to do those things. Just let me know, and I'll fit it in as soon as I can. But yeah, I'm not going anywhere. But if I were to go anywhere, I'm not going anywhere, but if I were to go anywhere, I would give you guys the professional courtesy to let you know. I wouldn't just stop doing it. I would make a video explaining why I'm having to stop and just finish it off, you know, properly. I think that's the least I could do to you guys who have taken the time to watch my stuff in the past. So don't worry about that. If it's 2-3 days in between, hell, I don't know, go outside, read a book, you know, spend time with your loved ones. You know, there's more things to do than that. I know that sounds quite sort of abrupt saying that, but I'm just, what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to placate several aspects of my life at the moment, and sadly one part has to give. And let's face it, I'm not making money off this. I'm below 1,000 subscribers. This is all a hobby. So I will do as much as I can when I can for you guys. And as I said, if I do choose to stop, I will let you guys know. I won't just end it all of a sudden. So on that note, Happy New Year again, I suppose we could say. And thank you for watching. I shall see you on the next one. Take it easy.